Hey guys, so quick update on AMC as of trading session of today. So it did close at 496 with a 12% gain. I mean, more than 12% gain. And then aftermarket is really what is interesting here because it did or is still counting, consolidating around the 687, 688. At a point, it went up to 705 and then pulled back a little bit. So actually, what happened? So 496, I wouldn't be surprised I wouldn't be surprised as I told in one of my video when I was, initiating a position on AMC on Monday, and I think I have an average around 450, but I got in very late because by the time I got in, the trade, it was on trading session on Monday right after the opening. So it already gapped hugely 25 or 30% from the 358 from last Friday. So what is happening here is that we have this huge gap up after markets. And I think this is really correlated to GameStop. GameStop also had a very great, huge session today. And then after market, it just went crazy. It just went, bananas based on, Elon Musk tweeting GameStonk on GameStop based on the Reddit feud going on between the retail shareholders and Citrus or Citron. I don't know why I keep Citrus. Citron, the short seller. So I think there is a huge momentum going on between the retailers and the institutional based on what I would call huge shorted stocks. Yes. So AMC was trading at what last year? So last year, AMC pre-COVID was around what 775, 778, something around that, those figure. And then it did drop in March when the market crashed around what 2 something. And then when the bankruptcy rumors came up, it was trading around the low of 194. And then since then, it's been really working out in order to secure an additional cash in order to sustain the operations. And then that's where we really have this huge uptrend line coming up. And then today I wasn't surprised with the stock price where it was at 496 at the end of this trading session, but I think there is a really correlation with what is happening here with GameStop, just because we have this additional push on GameStop. This is why we are seeing also this additional push on AMC. And I think as long as this will continue on social media, with the Wall Street bet, we'll continue to see very big gains on AMC, even past that 778 price that we were trading at before, Corona or COVID-19 came into the picture. So I think we won't be surprised to see this stock around what, maybe 7 tomorrow on the trading session, or even 10 end of week. Again, this is crazy what is happening with GameStop because it does go way beyond the fundamentals and the mechanics of a company valuation or how the stock market works. But in some way, this might be a good thing, because it proves that maybe the stock market is just a big game, which is rigged. And the feud happening between the retailers and the institutional and the short sellers on GameStop is kind of giving, a new, I would say, trend or a new picture into the markets. And Jim Cramer is he's going crazy because he's never seen that. And if you think about it, GameStop is basically trading now after hours at a similar price with Microsoft. This is huge. This is crazy. So should you invest in AMC? Should you invest in Bloomberg? Should you invest in EXPR, or should we invest in GameStop? Now, I will say the difference with AMC and the other stock for me, or according to me, is that AMC is the pricing now or the valuation now, it's not totally off, just because, it's a company making, real money, and it's familiar to almost every one of us because we used to go to theaters. Now, with GameStop, it's a different story to me. So I will say, should you buy AMC? Definitely. But again, be cautious because at this point, we are almost touching pre-COVID, levels. And with the, lockdowns kind of looming over all the different economies, especially here in the US and in Europe, I don't see people rushing into the theaters anytime soon, especially with the vaccines not as, ramped up as we were expecting in December. So I will be careful. But again, depending on how things are going between the rated guys, the short sellers, and the Wall Street bets on GameStop, I think this will continue to give some juice to other high shorted stocks such as AMC, EXPR, Bloomberg, and the others. But again, be very cautious. Is it a still buy? I think it is, and I think there are still a lot of room to go for this company, for this stock. I'm talking about AMC here, but for the others, guys, pay really attention.